Hey guys, welcome to Behind the Birk. Today I'm interviewing Sean Earl. He's a singer-songwriter, also plays some instruments, but this interview and the interviews after are going to be a little different. They're going to be a little deeper, a little more intimate, and I think you're all going to enjoy this. So, this little change. So please enjoy, and yeah, thank you. We're going to start with some icebreaker questions.
Okay.
First, before we dive deep.
Okay.
Favorite movie?
Should I take off my glasses for this?
Why?
I don't know. It's just like...
We're not, like...
No
one can see your face.
That's true. So wait, so favorite movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a tough one. I would say... oh man, this is so hard. I think I'm gonna, since I was seeing a clip of Interstellar earlier, I'm gonna say Interstellar.
Okay.
Because that movie is awesome. Because that's like the only movie that I know of, the only sci-fi movie that delves into theoretical astrophysics, you know? All of the stuff that you see in there is all theoretical, you know, which means it could be possible. It's not proven, but it could be possible, you know, and it's all based on the mathematics of astrophysics, you know. So it's crazy, like a first real like visualization of those physics in action. But yeah, that's cool. That's a John question. I get too passionate about that stuff. Sorry.
Favorite TV show?
Oh man, that's tough. I don't really watch TV.
Oh, okay.
Wait. But what am I saying? The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. The older episodes, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. Not the later seasons.
Yeah. The older ones are amazing. Absolutely. They're just so much more clever. And so, like, on the spot. Like, I always think about that Simpsons clip, and all I can remember, there's this one moment, and I'm not going to get into it, but I just always remember the line where, like, Homer's stuck inside two vending machines. He's like, Marge?
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny because it sounds like a dumb excuse, but then you see this moment, this scene of just him stuck literally in two vending machines. Who does that? Alright, so anyway.
Favorite book?
Favorite book? Ooh, yeah, that's another good one too. So I'm stuck between Catcher in the Rye and this book called Devil in the White City. Because both of them were well written, but I think I'm gonna go with Catcher in the Rye. Wait, no, wait.
You can say both.
I could, but no, wait, God, this is tough because there's House of Leaves. House of Leaves is crazy. I don't know. It's so hard. I'm gonna do. Actually, you know what? I'll do House of Leaves because that book is crazy. Like, it was. If you haven't read it, you should. It's like 800 pages long.
Oh my god!
But it's incredible. Like,
why is it so long?
Because there's a lot of. Not only does the book itself contain excerpts from a fictional novel. It contains a lot of fictional notes and stuff like that, and images and like drawings and stuff, and it all relates to the fictional novel. And some of the letters in there also relate to like the main stories. I guess you could say protagonist in a way. And so the crazy thing is that this book really really like emanates insanity and like mental disability. And then in the fictional novel inside the book, it really emanates a sense of like isolation, and there's like a ton of strange mystery, and it almost feels like a thriller, and like I tell you, like and like there's like parts in the book where you have to kind of read it sideways and backwards, and like some of the lines in it, there's this part in the book where it literally just rambles. And there are like parts in that book where you kind of have, if you wanted to read that rambling part, you'd have to look into a mirror, face the book in the mirror to read it. And like, I remember after reading that book, like, I was just really kind of paranoid of really dark spaces for a while. Like, it really kind of, for a moment, made me afraid of the dark for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a really, really crazy book. Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite band?
Oh, favorite band. I'm gonna say Mandolin Orange.
Okay.
Them, because
I've never heard of them.
They're like my biggest influence, but like, all their music has resounded to me consistently, and they have like a total of 5 albums now, and every album I think is really good. And then like. And I was like really close. I could have been really close to saying this band called Periphery, which is this metal band. But their last album I wasn't the biggest fan of. So I'm giving it to Mandolin Orange. They're amazing.
Cool. Favorite color?
Oh, green. That's easy. There's no deep explanation there.
I know, that's why I put that in there. Like a break. Favorite place in LA?
Favorite place in LA? It could be any kind of place, right?
Yeah, any kind of place.
So, and it's not just restricted to restaurants and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not restricted at all. Everybody thinks so much about this question. Literally a place, any place.
Okay, I guess we'll do. Yeah, I think I'll say the Griffith Observatory.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what the last guy said.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Oh man.
Shouldn't tell me that. So unoriginal.
Yeah, because and I'm sure he would agree too. But you know, for me, it's a combination of. Like as much wilderness as LA can give, the greater LA area can give. That's one thing. Then two, it's on top of one of the hills over here, so you can overlook the city. And three, it's a learning hub. I mean, there's the planetarium in there. Certain nights, some of the observatory will come out with their own telescopes and pointing at certain things, and it was really cool. Every time I've seen those, I've seen something awesome. Like one time I saw Jupiter and its moons like up close, and another time, the last time I saw a nebula for the first time ever.
Oh, nice.
And that was incredible, like through a telescope,
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's a really great place to be at. It's my favorite place.
Nice. Who are your childhood inspirations?
Childhood inspirations.
Yeah. Not just musical, but like spiritual, emotional, anything.
I guess in a way, like, I guess it sounds cliche, but like my dad, because he taught me a lot growing up, so I think that's about. Yeah, because I didn't really have a lot of heroes or inspirations, so I would say my dad.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm actually super local here.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually spent a lot of time growing up in the greater LA area.
Okay.
And moved away for a while.
Okay, that's what I saw.
Yeah. I moved away, but I went to this part of LA. It's this small area called Cudahy. So that's close to Downey or what have you. And I lived there for 6 years, and I came back, and then lived in that same MacArthur Park area. Then I moved to Hollywood, and so I've been kind of in the greater Hollywood area for like half my life now too.
Yeah.
So I'm just like purebred, 100% LA person.
Me too.
That's about.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of my songs are really much about kind of a lot of it's about myself, my personal, I guess, my inner turmoil. There's a lot of things I don't really openly talk about with a lot of people, you know, and even when I do, I don't even, like, when I'm talking about it with my friends, with my close friends, I don't even divulge into it enough for my liking. So a lot of my songs tend to, you know, like I said, it's kind of about my inner turmoil and some of my, I guess you could say, like, hopes and dreams, and it's essentially a diary, you know, for me, and all my songs are like diary entries, pretty much.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way I see it, you know.
What is an example of a diary entry for you?
Okay, so like 2 songs that I have. There's Brittle Bones and Midnight Blues, and both of them are essentially about feeling lonely, but in different contexts, because Midnight Blues is about, there have been like plenty of times where I've, where I go to bed in the middle of the night, or like sometimes, like, and this is especially true where I was living when I was in Hollywood, where sometimes I just get instantly depressed and I feel really lonely once like midnight hit, you know, and then I couldn't go to sleep because I'd just be thinking about how like lonely I was. So. And Brittle Bones was kind of similar too. It was in this during a, you know, I was a little bit sensitive in my heart because I'd broken up with my ex that I mentioned to you earlier, and it'd been a couple months since, and so I met this girl, and you know, she was cool, but like
she's cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, and the reason why I hesitated, because I didn't really know her so well, but I was like, at that point I was like really into her, even though it was, you know, it didn't make sense why I should be. Yeah. And there was this one time that I saw her, and she was like really busy, but like I should have thought logically that she was just really busy and couldn't talk to me, but like that really bummed me out, you know, and so essentially that's where that song came from. Okay. You know, and then another one would be lesser on the negative side. There's this other song I have called Spirit of St. Louis, and that song's just all about, you know, just a desire to travel and see the world, like straightforward, you know. Like St. Louis, or? Actually, no, and that's the funny thing, because like Spirit of St. Louis, as far as I can tell, I think that was the first one of the first planes that took flight in America or something like that. Okay. I have to look into it again, but there was a special reason why. So that sounds really dumb, but like it doesn't. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. If you could start all over, your life all over, what would you do differently? What would I do differently? You know, I guess then that, to me, that question like is interesting, because would I change anything? You know, because sometimes I feel that there are parts of my life that were unavoidable, you know, and it's out of my own power. But I guess if there was something I could really, if I did really want to change, I don't know, it was probably try to really get into find like some subject in school that I was really genuinely passionate about, because on my last semester in high school, I had this drama or theater play production class is what it was, and that was the first time that class I had so much fun in. That was I remember getting up and actually being somewhat excited to go to school just because of that class.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But throughout that process too, I was in a really weird, lazy part of my life, and so during that same semester, I flunked out of high school, so I guess that's what I would change. Is to really find something that I was passionate about. I feel like I probably would be I don't know, like as cliche as it is, maybe I'd be working in plays right now or being an actor somewhere.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, or maybe even astronomy too, because I was really into that. Mm-hmm. If I just knew that would be something I'd be passionate about, then I probably would. It
seems like you still are passionate about astronomy.
Yeah, and it's only until the past couple of years I've been really passionate about it. Okay. Because I was always into it for my entire life, but it wasn't until recently that I really looked and read into it. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I'd probably be, if that was another route I took, I'd probably be in Tucson right now or something.
Yeah.
Working in the U of A or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you want people to take away from your music?
That's an interesting question. It's a really good question. Wow, you're welcome. What I would really like for people to take away from it is essentially just to I guess be open to your personal emotions. Mm-hmm. Because again, I write a lot about stuff that that are from my heart, and I really would hope that people would hear it and it would resonate with them. And so essentially, I'd like for listeners to be able to hear it and say, I understand, and maybe they could even say, that's great that someone else understands too or gets it, And I'd like for people to take away from the idea that just to, be open to your art and don't just connect emotionally, not just with others, but with yourself, I guess.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. 5 words to describe yourself.
Oh, jeez.
It can be 3. 5 is a little much.
Okay, here's a good one. Modest, because I couldn't even figure out good words for myself. Modest, open-minded. You could say independent. I'd say pessimistic. Mm-hmm. And flawless. No, I'm just kidding.
Flawless.
And then got it. Indecisive.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, you were indecisive about that word. So. Yeah.
So there you go. 5 words.
Nice. What's coming up for you musically?
Musically, well, it's a show with you.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
July 22nd.
July 22nd, yes, at Oaks Tavern, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m.
Yes.
$10 at the door. That event, yes.
Yes.
Then, let's see. I think then I actually have been kind of working a lot too with my buddy Ben, and we're in this band called Well Whiskey Welcome. So we've been working on getting into shows there. And then there's some recording down the line in the future, whether it be a full record or some demo recordings. Mm-hmm. But I know that I have that demo. There's going to be some few tracks I'll throw on the internet for free, and then an EP I'll be releasing sometime down the line. Yeah, right now it's just your show. I wanted to give the show that you've given me like some good breathing room before, so we can bring.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome.
That's all my questions.
Neato. All right.
Thank you for being on here.
Absolutely. No, thank you for having me. I appreciate that. I should have brought a list of questions for you.